Hello, good morning, and welcome to Maseches Rosh Hashana, Daf Dalid, number 4. I've just been informed by Shmuel that we're going to be able to offer an unbelievable free offer. Some Daf Yomi Shiurim out there, we're not going to name any Shiurim. Offer free merchandise, maybe like a Gemara, like an art school Gemara, or Masifta. I have something better than that. This is what I'm going to be offering if you join my share. I am personally going to give you Rav Eli Stefanski's Gemara. I'm going to steal his Gemara. I'm going to give you his Gemara. But obviously there's only one Gemara or two Gemaras, so we're going to have to do a raffle. You, by joining my share, get the chance to enter the raffle, the grand raffle, to win Eli Stefanski's Gemara. You know what? Also, we're going to raffle off another thing. Eli Stefanski's socks. Did you see his socks out there in that interview, the article interview? I'm telling you, it's going to be an amazing auction. You enter, tickets are a mere $1,000. Spit out my coffee. $1,000. The minimum ticket. We recommend donation of $1,500.
Only can buy only books of.
We will raffle off his Gemara that I'm going to steal and his socks, but he doesn't want anymore because they smell.
I wake up in the morning, honey, where's my socks?
This is going to be an amazing auction. I'm telling you, want to come here. It's going to be right here in this Ezra's Nashim over here in Bnei Yeshivos in Telstone. It's going to be at the conclusion of Maseches Rosh Hashana. Get you ready for Maseches Tainus. And a third thing we're going to offer in the raffle is the ability to fast the entire Maseches Tainus. If you win the raffle, you'll be obligated to fast for 31 days, because it's 31 daf, 30 daf. You will have the obligation to fast for 30 days straight. Not just a tainus from machila, from eating. A tainus dibur also. You're the lucky winner. So we have 3, just to go back to rehash, the 3 items we're raffling off. We're raffling off Eli Stefanski's Gemara, his socks, and the ability to fast for 30 days,
Okay, this is ridiculous.
including a tennis dibur. This is the raffle of the century. Forget about Ura. Forget about, I don't know what other auctions they have. What's a famous auction they have?
10 yard.
10 yard. I don't know. Never heard of that one.
High lifeline. What do you call it? A time.
Shmuel, are there any
Hatzolah.
Bonei Olam, Hatzolah? Yeah. These are big ones.
And also, what's called Shifra? What's it called? No, it's called the
No, Shifra. We're
what's it
gonna
called?
be.
No, the people pick a hold. All these pick a hold. They all do a lot of.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun. And Shmuel, have you thought maybe you want to offer? You want to enter something that people can win? Do you have any ideas? Maybe something like your suit or a suit jacket or something like that, from Marks and Spencer's.
What about your socks? What are you? Never talked about that.
My socks?
Geronimo, whatever they called. I don't know what they call it.
My socks are not for sale, not offered up. I actually purchased last night Happy Socks. You know, we talked about this once. Happy Socks from Sweden. Swedish socks. They're very colorful, very lively, just like me.
What are they made out of?
And you know what? You're not going to win it in the raffle. You can't have my socks, all right? But you're free to go on Amazon and order them if you want. All right? Check out Amazon, Happy Socks. Type it in. Tirevetana. So this is going to be the raffle at the conclusion. Siyum Maseches Rosh Hashana. It's going to be amazing. Also, you know what? I just thought of another item we could raffle off. Since there's a Daf Yomi here in Telstone. What's his name? Right? Goldstein? Goldstein gives a Daf Yomi share to 3 people here in Telstone. In this Ezra's Nashim. Unbelievable. In the Ezra's Nashim. We're going to give away. What does he give the share on? He has a microphone or something?
No, it's three people.
We're gonna go over the shirt he's wearing, his white shirt that he's wearing on the last day of Maseches Rosh Hashana. His white shirt. It's a Ralph Lauren polo shirt. He wears the Oxford polo shirt. He paid $110 for that shirt. At Goldstein, and you get a free cup of Pepsi and Coke if you come
He
to.
made a scene last night.
Wow, he's making
We
see
know
him.
he made a scene last night on pizza. We bought egg salad. It was around 9 o'clock, 8:30 was the scene. Not over here on this table. They had egg salad.
Egg salad. All right.
Did you?
Listen, if you listen to my share
If
if you listen to my share 1,000 times, I'll buy you an egg salad sandwich. But no lettuce or tomatoes, only egg salad,
really
and not in everything bagel, only a plain bagel. All right. Listen, it's fair. It's a fair trade-off.
Who are you talking to?
All right, we got a big daf today. This is the big one. All right, we're gonna start on the bottom of Gimel Amud Beis. The Gemara was talking about yesterday whether Daryavish, whether it was hichmitz or not, whether he became sour. He lost his kashrus. He wasn't kosher anymore. He became treif. He became like Malchus Umas Olam, and you go by, you count by him his months by Tishrei, not Nisan. Amar Rav Yitzchak Lokash, Hakan Kodem Shechmitz Kan Lachar Shechmitz. Maskevla Rav Kahana frecked. Frecked. You know what frecked means? Alright, frecked means to ask in Yiddish. Mi Hechmitz, did he really become sour? Vachsiv Uma Chashkan Ubnei Turin Udcharin Ve'imril Na'alan La'loka Shmaya Chanatin Melach Chemar Umashach Kamamar Kanaya Divishlayim Lahu Nisyayev Lahem Biyom Dilo Shal. This pasuk was talking about what Daryavish offered to Ezra when he was going to Eretz Israel. Even though this pasuk really is talking about the second year of Darvash's rule, the Gemara says, the article says he had a similar comment in the 7th year of Israel when he allowed Ezra to go to Eretz Israel. He asked them, what are you missing? Are you missing birds? Are you missing sheep? Are you missing rams? Are you missing anything you need? You need salt, you need wine, you need oil. Whatever the Kohanim say, I'm going to give to them. So he seems like a kosher king. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, Rebbe Mituncha, from your own package, from your own pasuk, we're going to bring a refutation to you. He asked for two things, that in order that they should offer it to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and they should daven for the life of the king and his children. So he had personal selfish motives over here. So he didn't do it for purely l'shem shamayim. He did it so that his life should be lengthened and his children. Gemara says, you say it's not a good thing if you say something like that. Tanya, the Bryce says, Omer sells who l'tzedakah b'shil sheyichu b'ni b'shil she'eskel b'al chayil l'mavah harei tzadi gomer. Someone who says, I'm going to give money to tzedakah in order that my children should live a long life and that I should get olam haba, it's tzadi gomer. So you see, even though you combined a personal interest in order that his children shall live, and also a spiritual interest to get olam haba, you still consider it tzadi gomer. Lo kasha. My answer is, if you're a Jew and you do this joint request when you do your mitzvah, so really you're interested in olam haba, and if your children die, you're not gonna complain against Hashem. But when a guy does it, he really is interested in his own personal interests, and if it doesn't happen, he doesn't live a long life, or his children don't live a long life, he's gonna get angry. He's gonna kara tagar. Rashi says he's gonna get angry. Kadosh Baruch Hu. He has selfish motives. Now, as Shmuel pointed out yesterday, Daryavish is really a Jewish person, right? He was the son of Esther. Esther was Jewish. So it's a little bit of a kasha, right? I have another question over here. We'll make this portion to Imut Ben Sion. Dun, 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 dun. This is a famous brayso that's Kohen Psachim also. There's two problems with this. The Gemara is a homer sells to the tzedakah, but he finds selfish motive to have his son's life lengthened. And also, right? We know from Mesilas Yesharim, and I think Tosus brings it over here also. Right? It's interesting. Tosus brings in on the part of the Bryce that Bishul Shiyah Yubini, right? Tosus could have brought it on the safe of the Bryce when it says we know that doing mitzvahs lishma means to do it. The Shem Hakadosh Baruch Hu, as in Mesilas Yesharim says that His glory should be exalted, and you know, Kavod Hakadosh Baruch Hu, L'kvodi Barasav Yarad Tzartev Asisiv. Not that He's doing that for Olam Haba. That's for the Nashim. Nashim do it for Scar for Olam Haba. That's also a puzzle. What's going on over here? Problem with the Bryce, even a Jew does it. It's a problem. I want to answer like this. It's called a Tzadik Gomer. What's the difference between a Tzadik Gomer and a Tzadik She'eno
There's a
Gomer?
different nusach. There's a nusach. Tzedakah Gemura. Okay, I don't know.
What's the difference between a Tzadik Gomer and a Tzadik She'eno Gomer?
Tzaddik Gomer, Tzaddik She'eno Gomer.
Complete Tzaddik, and not a complete Tzaddik. I want to offer like this. Really, there's two types of Tzaddikim. There's Tzaddikim that completely do everything L'man HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They don't care about themselves at all, right? They don't care about themselves. That's a Tzaddik She'eno Gomer. Why is it She'eno Gomer? Because he's not worried about himself also. He's worried about just HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So, HaKadosh Baruch Hu really wants us to take that. The Torah says a person has to say, V'shvili nivra olam. The world was created for me. Right? A person's supposed to say, V'chai b'hem. You're supposed to give, you're not going to give up your life for the mitzvahs of Hashem. You know the mitzvahs of Hashem. Right? Eating pork in the concentration camps. Right? You eat the pork. You eat the pork.
That's right.
Because, you know, yeah, you eat the pork because
So what tzaddikim did? There were tzaddikim that didn't.
that's what I'm trying to imply over here, that what they did was wrong. How could he say that? How could Ben Lang say that? Chas v'shalom. No, I'm telling you the truth. The halacha l'maisa is that you eat non-kosher food in order to save your life. That's the halacha. I'm telling you right now. Everybody knows this halacha. I don't want to hear any more of these stories about tzaddikim who didn't eat chametz in the concentration camps, who didn't eat non-kosher in the concentration camps. That was wrong. I'm telling you here, first hand, right here. It's not a chiddush what I'm saying. This is clear from all of Shas and all of the poskim. I don't know what they were doing. It was a big mistake. I understand it was a terrible situation, and no one can imagine what they were going through. But these were big rabbanim, big tzaddikim, and they should have known the halacha. I'm sorry, you have to follow the halacha. You want to follow the Torah. It's not a mitzvah to be a tzaddik. That's called a tzaddik she'eno gomer. He's not a complete tzaddik. A tzaddik gomer is someone who's worried about himself also. And if you want to worry about yourself, which Hashem commands you, you have to worry about yourself also. Right? You're not to make chovel ba'atzmo. You're not. It's an isser to.
I don't think you're right.
It's an isser to be chovel ba'atzmo.
No one said such a thing. No one will ever say. Ask your Rebbe if you can say such a thing. He'll tell you we were wrong for saying that.
Listen, I have my own opinion. All right. And they, I looked up this last night. They have these comments on YouTube. They say, IMAO. Right? That's the initials. IMAO. What does that mean? People are in my IMAO. He did the right thing. IMAO. It was a terrible mistake the coach made. IMAO. I looked it up. Means in my arrogant opinion. In my arrogant opinion. Why do people use that? I don't know. Google said it's self-deprecating, depreciation, self-depreciation. Defecating. That's the word.
That's also true.
Anyway, in the yeshivish world, they say "Lefi aniyas daiti." Whenever they express that opinion, they say "Lefi aniyas daiti," meaning in my very humble opinion. On YouTube, they say in my arrogant opinion.
Okay, they're being tongue-in-cheek. It's obviously they know that it.
They're making fun of people who say you can't have strong opinions. In my arrogant opinion, I'm going to say my strong opinion, what I really feel, what I really believe, and you'll call me arrogant for saying this, but the truth is that it's a real, legitimate, valid opinion, and you can say your opinions, and Hashem wants you to say your opinions. He wants to hear the truth, what you really feel about something. That's what Hashem really wants to know. Say your real opinion. Ani anochi Hashem Elokecha. It's one of the Aseres HaDibros. One of the Aseres HaDibros to say your unadulterated, real, truthful opinion. I want to hear your real opinion. And that's what they say on YouTube. People give their real opinion. They say my arrogant opinion. It's true. They're making fun of people who say you can't give a real opinion. I don't agree with Lefianis a humble opinion. No, not your humble opinion. I want to hear not your humble opinion. I want to hear your full opinion. Not humble. Your arrogant opinion. I want to hear it. All right?
You're really learning important clothing from these
From YouTube, right?
YouTube, these guys who spend the whole day.
Mahavdil Elif Alfei Alafim to compare
No,
Sadiqim to
these guys
commentators
these
on
people,
YouTube.
You wouldn't want to be in the same elevator with some of these people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, listen, this is the truth. I'm
The
telling
truth.
you the truth.
I don't believe it's the truth. I believe it's
Anyway, what I'm telling you here is that you have to worry about yourself, and that's what Sadiq Gomer is.
Oh, I like your word. It's a nice word.
Sadiq Gomer
But
is
don't
he's
talk
worried about
about-
himself.
I know,
You can't
I
always be
know,
worried
I
about Hashem.
know.
You have to worry about yourself also.
But you don't know. First
That
of
makes
all,
you a
with
Sadiq
big
Gomer.
tzaddikim is it's a different story. Look at it. I can tell you know what? I tell you something. The way you're talking about Hasidim, there were big tzaddikim who wouldn't a big tzaddikim who would, but they were dying, and they wouldn't. Rabbi Yerucham Levovitz, he was sick, and they said they have to give him certain meat and something which with the blood and not something which was not
Okay, which is
kosher.
usher, yeah, okay.
And
And he didn't eat it.
they didn't tell him. They didn't tell him that it was. They didn't tell him that it was. They didn't tell him that it was.
Treif, yeah,
treif,
okay.
But he sensed it. He had a high level of kedusha.
So he didn't eat it?
He didn't eat it.
He died?
It was nifter. Of course, it was nifter. But I'm saying you're talking about. You didn't know the halachas. All the people don't.
You know, Shmuel, I have one word to say for you.
They couldn't eat it. They couldn't eat
And
it.
we just learned this Gemara in the word in the Gemara. Mitunach. From your own package, from your own argument, you can learn a lesson to me. Okay.
They couldn't eat it. These people couldn't eat it. It wasn't that they were holding back. They couldn't put it in their mouth.
It's a problem.
It wasn't a problem. They couldn't do it. It was just such a high level.
Exaggerated Yiddish guy.
It's not exaggerated.
It's not
I'm telling you
what
something.
Hashem wants.
Hashem
Hashem wants you to be a tzaddik gomer, a true tzaddik.
Okay, all these big tzaddikim knew a lot more than I'm sorry to say.
I don't care what they know. All I know is the Pasha halacha. That's all you need to know. What do I need to know? I need to
First
know.
of all, second of all, I want to tell you when in Muhammad, there's a halacha is that if it's in Muhammad, things like that, you're allowed to be more makbid on
That
halachas.
might be true, right? Shas Hashmad, right?
Shas Hashman, exactly.
Right, it could be. But it's a suffix whether that really was Shas Hashmad or not.
I don't think there's a question of Shas Hashman. They would do things, the Nazis would do things, they'd bring, they bring on Tisha B'Av, they would bring a whole table laden with delicacies. They did on Yom Kippur, they would bring a
Shmas
table.
Hashmad is they wanted to uproot the religion. They wanted to kill the people. They don't want to uproot the
They
religion.
also wanted to uproot the religion. There's no question they wanted to
kill
destroy.
the
They wanted to
people.
destroy the religion.
It's Baal Nefasha, it's not Baal Ruchnis. Okay, let's go on.
They wanted to destroy the religion.
All right, we're doing nothing over here. We're very far behind. Someone gets a mazel tov.
Meir.
This guy, Ma Shem Shalcha?
זה?
Shem Shalcha.
משה.
Yeshaya? אם אדם אמר לך לאכול חזיר, הוא יהרג אותך, מה אתה עושה? אתה יאכל חזיר?
איפה העומק של השאלה?
No, because I did low.
What's the answer? What's the answer? Tell the Yohanan the halacha. אם גוי אמר לך...
השואה, היו צדיקים שלא יוכלו לאכול.
את אומרת, הרי זה פיקוח נפש דוחה, יכול להיות מגיעים
כן,
על
אבל
כן.
בשואה היו אנשים צדיקים
איפה פיקוח נפש פה?
שהם לא אכלו את הטרייף לזבון, והם מתו, אבל השאלה, אי אפשר
This is a complicated shir. All right, we have to go on.
זה כמו זה פשוט שהם שלא היה, מה הם עשו זה לא לפי ההלכה.
Okay, Levi Yisrael, Minolan the Achmet. How do you know another proof that he was sour? Yasiv, Nidvachin the Evan Kalal Klasav, and Nidvach the Ah Chadas V'Nafkasam in Bayis Malcha Tisyayev Lama Lamle David Hach. When he built the Beis Hamikdash, he gave 3 rows of marble and 1 row of wood. Why did he leave a row of wood there? Savar Imerdu Yehuda, if the Jews rebel against me, Ikle Benura. I'm going to burn the Beis Hamikdash down. So you see, he had ulterior motives. Atu Shlomo Lavid Hach, but Shlomo did the same thing. Achsiv Shlosh Turei Gazis, Tur Karsus, Arozim, one row of cedar wood. Shlomo Avid Milmala, V'yu Avid Milmala. He put the wood high up so you couldn't burn it. Shlomo Shaki Ben Yona, he recessed it in the building, you couldn't reach it. Iu Lo Shaki, Yona. Shlomo Sadi Besida, he plastered it, he put lime over it. Iu Lo Sadi Besida. Rav Yosef, Rav Yosef, no, the Achmed, how do you know you soured? Mahacha, Vayomer Li Amelech, Hashagol, Yoshev, that's the Shagol was sitting next to him. My Shagol, what does that mean? Amarav Lema, Mishmei Derav, Kalvasa, there was a dog next to him. He had relations with a dog. El Ma'ata, and that's also even for Goyim. El Ma'ata had Ichsiv, Al Marash, Maya, Hisramam, Dolamana, Yidvaise, Haisiv Kadma, and Ravina, Shagalte, Kolachante, Chamra, Shasin, Bahon, talks about him and his shagal, whatever we interpreted that as a dog, all the servants will be drinking wine. Shagal kavasa, it means a female dog. Bas mishtiyeh chamra, a dog drinks wine. Alokasha, it's true. The malfa levishasi, you could train a dog to drink wine. Elamat dechsiv benos malacha miyak rusech nitzvah shagal yiminech. Shagal was thinking right, but kesem ofir vishagal kavasa, he might come avastu and navi. He's bringing prophecy to Klal Yisrael that things will be good. You have the shagal yiminech, they'll all be dressed in gold. The schar that Torah is dear to Klal Yisrael, like a female dog is dear to Ovdei Chavim, is a chisam the keser Ophir. Then you result to all this gold of Ophir. He really shagel actually refers to a queen. Rab Bar Lema, what did he said it was a dog. Gemara Gomirla. He had a tradition that was the reference. It really was talking about a female dog. That was his queen. My car they shagel. Why do you call it shagel? Shagel is referring to sexually explicit things. You don't do a shehaisa chaviva lav kishagel. It was no shagel. It's not a concubine. No. It's be like chaviva lav kishagel. That his female dog was especially dear to him like a woman. Inami sheshiva makom shagel. Alternatively, he placed the dog in a place where you put the queen. It's another proof that he soured. Mahakad kesef karin meya bad chantin kurin meya bad chamer batin meya bad batin mishach meya malach diloksav. He gave a certain fixed amount. After he said, I'm going to give you whatever you want. He said a certain amount of kesef, a certain amount of wheat, a certain amount of salt. He put a limit on mikara below kitzusa hashim kitzusa, and then he said he was giving without limit, and then he decided to give a limit. V'dilma mikara lo have accumulate kitzusa. Maybe he didn't know how much it was, and they told him this is how much we need, and that's the second pasuk. It's better like the first thing and three shatim. That's how we know he was hichnis. L'regalim. Misha says that Nisan is the Rosh Hashana l'regalim. Regalim b'achav Nisanu b'chamisha sar b'Nisanu. The first of the regalim, the first of the shalosh regalim is on Pesach. Is the 15th day, not the first day. Amar Rav Chisda regal shabo Rosh Hashana the regalim. It's not regalim doesn't mean b'achav b'Nisan. It's the regal, it's Rosh Hashanah the regal, that during the regal, Rosh Hashanah the Golim, the 15th day. Someone who promises something to base on Mikdash, or makes any other vows, he's over in Baal Ta'achir, he doesn't bring it right away. We'll see what right away means. Rabbi Shimon, it's Rabbi Shimon, whether you make a neder, or you make something hekdesh, or you're married to an erech. And came over Baal Ta'achir. Once 3 regalim passed, you're over Baal Ta'achir. Rabbi Shimon Omer, Gimel regalim considered Chag HaMatzah. He says we start from Chag HaMatzah's counting the 3 regalim. If he took the nether before Pesach, so he has Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkot. And they had Tzeres. He took it before Shavuos, and he has Shavuos. Chamisha, he has Shavuos, Sukkot, and then the next 3 of the next year, Lifnei Chag. Arba, he has 4. So you see, it starts in Chag HaMatzos according to Reb Shimon in terms of Baal Ta'achir. Tarabban Chayav Damin. If you pledge the value of yourself, not erchin, the value is you should be sold as a slave. Erchin is what's constant, what's written in the Torah, the value of a person. Haramim, you pledge the kohanim v'akdishos, your makdish on the chatos v'ashamos, you pledge the chatas or an asham, olos v'shlamim, stakos u'maisros, you pledge the amount of stako, maestros, shumas and maestros, bechor, meiser, pesach. Your bechor you have to give to the kohen within 3 regalim, meiser, the meiser behema. You have to be marked for the korban of Pesach, or in Pesach. You have to write. The ask what it means 3 regalim for Pesach. Pesach is only on Pesach. Leket shecho peya and dalam and beis. Leket is grain that falls. Shecho you forgot about it. Peya you leave your corner. talking about if you took it illegally. Tosa says you took it yesterday, you have to return it within 3 regalim. Over Baal Ta'acher. Consider, like we said before, three consider in the normal order, starting from Pesach. Another opinion. Even one regal over Baal Ta'acher. Lezer ben Yaakov Omer Kivon Shavar Lein Shnei regalim, 2 regalim over Baal Ta'acher. Lezer ben Shimon Omer Kivon Shalein Chag HaSukkos over Lein Baal Ta'acher. It's one regal, but it has to be Chag HaSukkos. So if it was before Pesach, you have 3 regalim. Before Sukkos, you have 1 regal. My time, we're going to explain all the reasons. My time with the Tanakama. What's the reason of Tanakama? He says 3 regalim. Michti Minayu Solik. The Torah was talking about in Parsha in Seder Dvarim. It was talking about 3 regalim. Why does it go back? Another pasuk, including all 3. We were talking about them, all of them beforehand. Tell you that 3 regalim is for Baal Ta'acher. You're responsible. Rabbi Shimon Omer, Sarich. It was just talking about Chag HaSukkos. The last thing it talked about Chag HaSukkos. So then it goes back and it says Chag HaMatzos, Chag HaSukkos. Why does it go back? Dibra Kosev, Lama Nemar, Lomar Shazachron. This is the last one, meaning the 3 regalim starting from Pesach. From Meir, my time. He says 1 regal. The Ksiva Vasa Shama Vesa Shama. Just says go there and bring it. Rabban and Ahula essay. It says that's only an essay. It doesn't say you're over on a Baal Ta'acher. It says the essay, go right away and bring it. Right? Meir came with Amar Le Rachmana Aisi V'lo Aisi. The Torah says bring it right away. You didn't bring it. Meir Lakam Baal Ta'acher. That's the gather. That's the Torah telling you. That's the qualification of Baal Ta'acher. Lezer ben Yaakov my time. He says 2 regalim more. The Ksiv Ela Ta'atul Hashem Moadechem. Miyad Moadim Shnayim. Moadechem is plural, so the minimum plural is 2. Rabbana and Ahuk to Rabbi Yonah. That pasuk is Rabbi Yonah's teaching. The Amar Rabbi Yonah, Hukshu Kol Ma'adim Kul and Zelazah. All the regalim, it says in this pasuk, Chag HaSukkos, Chag HaMatzos, Chag HaShuos, Chag HaSukkos. They're all hookish together, juxtaposed next to each other. Shekol Mechaper al Tumas Mikdash Kedafim. Just like Rosh Chodesh is Mechaper if you're Tameh and you eat Kodshim, or you're Tameh and you go into the Mishkan, or you're Torah but you eat Tameh food, all the regalim and Rosh Chodesh also, you bring a chatas in order to mechaper for all of them. On the chatas, the extra chatas you bring is to mechaper for all of them. Lezer Rabbi Shimon, my time. What's his reason? Lezer Rabbi Shimon Omer lo yomer Chag HaSukkos. Shouldn't say Chag HaSukkos. Chag HaSukkos shabo diber hakosu lamin amar lo more shezeh gorem. The last one, only Chag HaSukkos is important. Baal Ta'acher. Rabbi Meir, Rabbi Elazar, Rabbi Yaakov, Hay b'Chag HaMatzos, Chag HaShuos, Chag HaSukkos. My darshu. What do they darshu? They buy the Rabbi Elazar. Amar Rabbi Shaya. Amar Elazar, Amar Rabbi Shaya. How do you know Atzeres has tashlumim, meaning Shavuos? If you don't bring a korban, the korban is supposed to bring the whole Shriya. Shalmi Chagi is supposed to bring on the first day of Shavuos. It's only 1 day Shavuos, so you can bring all 7 days after. All Shiva. Talmud Lord, Chag HaMatzos, Chag HaShuos, Chag HaSukkos. Makish, Chag HaShuos, Chag HaMatzos, Chag HaMatzos, Yesh L'Shlum Kol Shiva. Av Chag HaShuos, Yesh L'Shlum and Kol Shiva. V'Leikish Chag HaSukkos. Why do you Makish Chag HaSukkos? Valhalla Shmona. There you have 8 days. Not just 7 days, you have 8 days for Tashlumin. Afkan Shmona. Shmini Regal Pneatzim. Where it says Shmini Atzeres is its own holiday. It's not part of Sukkot. Somewhere the Imad Armin Shmini Regal Pneatzim Linyan Pazar Kashab. And you can read Rashi over here. I'm not going to get into it. Pious, the lottery, Zman, saying Shechianu Shechianu on Shmini Atzeres. The Reish is what's the Reish for? Pazar Kashab. Regal Pneatzmo. Kashav is the karbonos. You bring different karbonos on Shmini Atzeres, shear, different shear, beis, bracha. It's a bracha leishiv, but so you don't say. Aval inyan shashlumin de'riyah called hashlumin derishon. Everyone agrees that the 8th day of Sukkot, which Shmini Atzeres, it can be tashlumin for the first day of Sukkot. The snam mishlochav yom tov rosh chag gets called regular yom tov achron shalchav includes Shmini Atzeres. And where's it tafas rule tafas lemua tafas? We can compare it to Pesach or to Sukkot. So we take the minimum hekesh because you don't take the bigger one. Why did the pasuk add in the word Chag HaSukkos? What's the significance of that? To compare Chag HaSukkos to Chag HaMatzos. For what halacha? Ma Chag HaMatzos hey and aleph ton lina. Chag HaSukkos ton lina. You have to stay the night over after the first day of Yom Tov. You have to stay that night. Motzei Chag, first night of Sukkot, you have to stay over in Yerushalayim. And how do you know on Pesach do that? In the morning after Yom Tov, you go and you go back to your tent. Whew, I don't know how we did that, Amud.
Do that. Well,
and
if you have a tent,
under
then
30 minutes. This is great.
You have a tent, it must be that it's Sukkot, right?
Oh, Lecha, no, all is possible in Sukkot. The Gemara said, oh well, if in your sukkah it could be puzzle.
Ah.
Whew, unbelievable share today. We
That
got
was
through it,
unbelievable.
half an hour. This is the best.
That's
Get ready
right.
for the raffle at the end of the Masechta and get ready to fast on Tainus.